Level 1. Clarity. You open the app you've been avoiding for 6 months. Your hands are a little cold. You don't know the number. Not really. You know the vibe of the number, and the vibe has been bad. You pull every account into one screen. Checking, savings, the credit card you don't talk about. The total sits there in red or black, and for the first time in years, you actually look at it. Nothing changed. You didn't earn $1. You didn't cut a single subscription, but something shifted anyway, because the fog is gone. You know what you owe. You know what you have. You know the gap. Most people never reach level 1, not because the math is hard, because looking is hard. You just did the hardest part, and nobody claps for it. But you know. Level 2. Self-Sufficiency. You cover your own bills without calling anyone. No parent covering the gap. No credit card floating the difference between what you make and what you spend. The paycheck comes in, the rent goes out, and the math closes on its own. It's not comfortable. There's no cushion. One bad week, and you're back to level 1. But you're standing on your own floor for the first time. And that floor, thin as it is yours. Level 3. Breathing room. You have a month of expenses saved. Not retirement, not freedom, just breathing room. Enough that a blown tire doesn't become a crisis. Enough that a late paycheck doesn't mean a missed rent payment. The fear doesn't disappear. It just gets quieter. You stop flinching every time your phone buzzes with a bank notification. You sleep through the night your card gets declined at checkout because it doesn't happen anymore. Nobody sees this level from the outside. Your car is the same. Your apartment is the same. But inside your chest, something has loosened that's been tight for years. Level 4. Stability. 3 to 6 months saved. High interest debt gone. You made minimum payments feel like a memory. The number in your account no longer determines your mood on a Tuesday. You get a call about a family emergency, and instead of panic, there's a plan. You know exactly which account covers it. This is the level where money stops being an emergency and starts being a tool. Something else happens here that nobody warns you about. People around you start asking for advice. You didn't become an expert. You just stopped being afraid. And fear was the only thing standing between you and good decisions the whole time. Level 5. Flexibility. Now the math bends toward you. You have investments that grow whether you're awake or not. A raise doesn't get absorbed by lifestyle the second it lands. You can take the lower-paying job that doesn't crush your soul because you don't need the higher number anymore. You need the right life. You turn down a Sunday shift you would have begged for at level 2. Not because the money doesn't matter, because for the first time, your time is worth more to you than the money is. This is the level where the question changes. It's no longer, can I afford this? It's, do I want this? That sentence would have sounded insane to you 5 years ago. Level 6, financial independence. The number finally does the thing you've read about, but never believed. Your investments generate enough to cover your life without a paycheck attached to your name. You don't quit your job the next morning. Most people don't. But you notice your manager talks to you differently once they sense you don't need this job to survive. You say no to a project that used to terrify you to decline. Nothing bad happens. The sky doesn't fall. You just said no, and the world kept turning. This is the quietest level and the loudest one at the same time. Quiet, because your life might look identical from the outside. Loud, because internally the leash is gone. You go to work now. You don't need to. Level 7. Abundant wealth. The money stopped being about survival levels ago. Now it's a tool for a life bigger than your own. You fund a friend's business idea without blinking. You cover a stranger's grocery bill because you noticed them counting coins at the register the way you used to. You realize the 7 levels were never really about the number. Level 1 was a person finally willing to look at the truth. Level 7 is the same person, still willing to look, just with more to look at. Somewhere right now, someone is opening an app they've been avoiding for 6 months. Their hands are a little cold. They don't know the number yet. They're about to find out that the version of them at level 7 started exactly where they're standing now. The bank account didn't change who they are. It just gave them room to become more of it. You are the same person at every level. The freedom was never in the number. It was in the choice you make the moment you decide to look.